everyone, I'm Sin and I'm always thinking. Unfortunately for the people around me, I'm also always talking, and this year I've decided to talk to this camera. I'm here today to tell you about my bookish goals for the year 2021. Goal number 1 was to start this booktube channel, so we're already starting strong. Goal number 2 was to make sure that I update my blog every single week. Last week, which was only 3 days long, I succeeded and I uploaded a blog post. This week it's already Saturday night and nothing's gone up yet. So let's hope for the best. Goal number 3 is to read 40 books. This is not a very high number for the people on booktube, and it's probably not a high number for me either. But I don't like setting myself up for disappointment, so I keep the goal low. If I surpass it, great. If I don't, at least I'll make sure that I hit it. That's the plan. Goal number 4 is to make sure that at least 60% of the books that I read are by women, non-binary persons, and other people of the LGBTQIA community. This is to make sure that I read more diversely and don't just get the same rut of reading what I always read. So that's the plan. On a related note, goal number 5 is to make sure that at least 50% of the books that I read are by persons of color, especially Indians, because I'm Indian and I want to read more books based on or set in or written by the people of my own country. Goal number 6 is to make sure that I read at least 5, regardless of the number, not a percentage, but just 5 non-fiction books. I suck at reading non-fiction. I buy a few, not many, but I buy a few and then I never get to them. So this year I want to make sure that I read at least 5 non-fiction books. Goal number 7 is to make sure that I do more readathons. For the very first time last year, I did 2 readathons and I really love doing them, and I want to make sure that I do more of them this year. So that's the plan. Goal number 8 is to make sure that I reread at least 10 of my favorite books. I have thought of many books as being my favorite over the years. I have been a reader since I was 5. I don't want to talk about how old I am now, but I'm much older than that. I'm much older than 5. And since hitting adulthood, I don't think I've reread any of my favorite books. And I really want to give it a go to see if I like them as much as I thought I did. If they still hold up, if they've aged poorly. I need to know. I need to know. So yeah, I will be doing a lot of rereading this year. Goal number 9 is to make sure that I review each and every single book that I read somewhere, and then make sure that that review ends up on Goodreads and Amazon, because I realize that this really helps out authors and I really want to do something to give back, because unfortunately that's how these monopolies work. And yeah, I don't want to get into that, but yes, reviews on Goodreads for all the books that I read. I've read 3 books already this year and there isn't a single review out there yet, so I have my work cut out for me. And goal number 10 is to actually do this challenge that I came up with. It's called blind dates with own books. What I do is I ask my partner every month to pick out one book that he knows I haven't read, which has been lying on my shelves for a while, because I buy a lot of books. I buy at a pace that can never match my reading speed. So yes. And each month I will give myself time, 2 days, 3 days, something like that, and see if I can hit 100 pages in that book in that time. And then subsequently, if I can finish that book. If I can do that, and I get to keep the book. If I cannot do that, then I have to give the book away. That's how it works. That way, one way or another, I work through my TBR list. It doesn't put too much pressure on me. I can DNF books that I don't like, but it keeps the shelves fresh. There's no books just lying there collecting dust. Less work to do, less dusting, all of that. It works. So these are my 10 goals for the year 2021. I will be posting quarterly stats, updates on how it's going, what goals are going well, what goals I need to catch up on. So we can all look forward to that, and see you next time.